Okay, Vikings made a somewhat surprising move today because the original 53 came out the other day. We thought we were pretty well set with that, but they made a move at quarterback. They released Jaren Hall, or they waived him, um, and they picked up Brett Rypien. Um, Now, son of Mark Rypien, of course. He's kind of been just a backup third string type guy for a few years. He was with Denver for a few years. He was with the Rams last year. I looked it up. He started like 4 games in his career. He's his stats aren't good, but um, so he would be QB3. A lot of Vikings fans are really pissed off about this because suddenly we've become super attached to Jaren Hall, just like we've become attached to other third string quarterbacks over the years who had no value really. Um, you know, it's a surprising move because I was very much in favor of them just releasing Hall during the roster cut and taking your chances that he would get to the practice squad. Because people are like, oh, he played so good in preseason. Well, okay, he played fine in he played adequately in preseason, but he was always playing the super scrubs. Um, we've seen him in some game action that's counted. That I think we've all tried to wipe that Green Bay game last season from our memory. Um, like he's not gonna be anything. So, but there's some Vikings fans really really mad that we made this move. I mean, it's surprising. I don't call it puzzling. It's just surprising that they would do it. But you know, there was an injury. Like he did have like a leg injury in the last preseason game, and they pulled him out of the game a little earlier than expected to. So maybe they're just not. Maybe they're just not fully convinced that he's healthy. Although he was just waived. He wasn't waived with like an injury designation or anything like that. But I don't think it's impossible that some team is going to pick him up um, for their roster. Maybe he'll just decide he wants to go somewhere else. Maybe he'll want, obviously it ain't going to happen this year with JJ. But, you know, there's not a path to like rising through the ranks and becoming a starting quarterback with the Vikings. Maybe he would think that there's a chance to do that somewhere else. Maybe he would just want to go there. And maybe the Vikings just wouldn't be interested in having him back. I think it's probably 50-50 though. Like if he doesn't get claimed on waivers, I would say it's more likely than not that he'll end up on the Vikings practice squad. But again, it's people act like this is some earth-shattering decision. Like it's the QB3, and yeah, we needed like 4 QBs last year, but you know, once you get down to those guys, you're kind of screwed anyway. I would not have had the least bit of confidence if we had gotten into a position where Jaren Hall had to play. Now, Brett Rypien ain't anything special either. At least he's got a little bit more game experience. I guess he's got some experience with the coaching staff, some of the coaches. You know, could be just a garbage in, garbage out move, but it is notable because it's a quarterback. So I don't think it's gonna affect anything too much, but it's kind of a surprising move. It's but again, I wouldn't be surprised if Hall's back on the practice squad within a day or two. No other major Vikings news, I guess, since the cost. We lost Kenny Wongwu. He got claimed by the Saints. Louis Sean went to the Bills after thinking he was going to go to the Jets, but he probably got just in the general vicinity of Aaron Rodgers for a little while and was like, nope, I don't want that. I'll go to Buffalo. Practice squad. We got a lot of good guys back that we all wanted, and that group might include Jaren Hall soon. So for the Vikings fans freaking out and mad that we might lose Jaren Hall, I promise you it's going to be okay.